This is Seth with In Demand Career. I show people how to get jobs in digital marketing with no previous experience or education, even during the COVID-19 pandemic. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through the tens of thousands of opportunities that are still available in the United States. And you can see 26,910 results. And this just on the weekend. This number has fluctuated between 26 and 31,000 in the last week or two. If you look at worldwide, you can see it is 83,000. So remember, guys, when you're talking about numbers, you just need one job. So there's a lot of these jobs. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through those opportunities. I also want to show you some messages I'm getting from students just to give you some actual hope and inspiration during a time when everything you're seeing on the news is negative. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of bad things happening these days, obviously, but there are also good things. And if you focus on those good things, you have a much higher chance of attracting those good things into your life. Do not get overwhelmed with the news. So this is an email I got from one of my students, Ron. He just started working in, I think, February or March, right when the pandemic started. He's been having a great time at his agency, and he just was excited because a recruiter from a big company reached out to him, and it's very exciting when that happened to a lot of my students. This is one of the big companies that you will see on the news. They wanted a earned media SEO specialist, and they just hit him up randomly on LinkedIn because of his skill set. And I thought that was pretty darn cool. This is one of my students, Henry, who I remember is one of my Canadian students. And he, as he said, a few years ago, he was doing SEO for free. Now he just closed a deal with a clothing retailer for $60,000 a year. That is awesome. This is one of my students, Ben, who took what I teach about digital marketing and applied it to his own e-commerce store, which is not, I don't teach e-commerce, but you can apply what I teach to e-commerce. And he's making $5,000 a day selling watches online because e-commerce is doing very, very well, obviously, during this pandemic because people are buying things online. So I just wanted to share that with you because, guys, people are doing well. Just a lot of people aren't doing well, and that's very unfortunate. But I want you guys to focus. That's why I do this course. Focus on the skills that are actually in demand right now. And now, more than ever, digital marketing is definitely one of the best bets. So let's take a look at some of the opportunities around the United States. So this is digital paid media ops specialist, fully remote, posted 5 days ago. They haven't even had 25 applicants, which is kind of mind-blowing to me. It looks like it's $50,000 to $75,000 job, 100% remote. Now, this is probably why they don't have that many applicants, because it says 3+ years digital media paid experience. And what do I always say in all of my videos? And if you watch them, you're going to hear me repeat it again. This doesn't mean anything. What's really funny is they say here, proven ability to analyze data, methodically execute campaigns. And again, I show you in my course how you can do that with very small campaigns of your own, and you will generate this kind of experience. But when it says experience using a full portfolio of digital tools, that is, again, something you can generate on your own. They want people that understand the language, which is what I teach in my course. And then what I really like is the third thing they list is like unquenchable curiosity, which is a personality trait. So when I see postings like this, what they didn't say anything like, now they said they have a digital marketing agency managing 20 million annually on Instagram, et cetera. But they didn't say to you, you have to have had experience managing $5 million a year in ad spend. They didn't say that. Even if they say that, and I've had some people get jobs where they said that and they didn't have any experience. I'm just trying to get you guys to not be afraid to apply to jobs like these. Based on what I teach in the course, based on the experience of all my students, when you show up demonstrating to someone like this that you have the basic understanding of digital marketing, you've worked on a few accounts, you've even generated your own experience, these types of companies are going to want to train you. Like, I love this, a nurturing culture, a culture that supports and nurtures your need to learn, grow, and challenge yourself. That doesn't mean if you show up and you say, I like Facebook, will you give me a job? No, they're not going to hire you. But if you meet them and show them that you are competent, more so than the rest of the applicants, or in this case, 5 days ago, they haven't even had 25 applicants. This is when you have a really good shot of getting this kind of an opportunity. They might even say if they really had some type of issue with the fact that you had less experience and they wanted, you might even be able to say, hey, I'll work for 40,000 to begin with, and then in 90 days, can you give me a bonus? But this is a really good opportunity. And the other thing I teach people is the fact that when you impress people with what I teach in the course, even if they don't hire you for this job, they're going to keep you on file. And I've had people who applied for one position and then a few months later, oh, they get called for a different position. So just don't be afraid to apply, especially when there's nobody else applying, which I think is crazy for this type of an opportunity with full insurance, 100% remote, no corporate office. This is awesome. Here's another one. Oh, I just thought this was fucking amazing because it's Nintendo. Who wouldn't want to work at Nintendo? Now, I know what you're thinking. It's Nintendo. These guys got to need 10 years experience. You have to have managed $10 million. Check it out. This is Nintendo. You know who Nintendo is. They launch, manage, and optimize pay-per-click campaigns in Google Ads, Amazon Search, YouTube. This is what we teach. Collaborate, blah, blah, blah. Maintains an understanding of the emerging trends as it relates to SEM, SEO. I love that. Of course you're going to be that way. Minimum 2+ years of experience working on SEM campaigns. Now, again, guys, don't be afraid of this. Even if you're just taking the course, if you have 1 month experience, 2 months experience, 6 months experience, doesn't matter. When you see on a job posting the number 2+ years, and again, I've had students get jobs that said you need 5 years experience, but when you see something that's 2 years, 1 year, that is really low. That is like a signal, like on a dating profile. It's like a signal that says we are looking for someone that has a general understanding of this, that has a great attitude, and that we can teach our system to. But when it's this low, this is definitely something that you would have an opportunity to get. And I love where it says agency experience a plus. And when it says, this is it right there. Oh my God. I put this in all my videos. Google Ads certification preferred. Guys, I've told you this. If you are someone with 2 years of experience working on SEM campaigns, you are Google certified. It's like posting an ad for a truck driver and saying you have to have all experience driving a truck, drive a truck. And it would be really cool if you also had a license. No crap. If you're experienced, you're going to have a license. So when I see this language in a job posting, it means apply for it, basically. Apply for it, okay? And this is what I really, and if you're in my course and you're watching this and you've been holding back, guys, get me your resume, do the experience, follow the instructions, get the applications going. You do not need to be shy. The worst thing that happens is they don't write back to you. It's not even like asking someone out on a date where they do it face to face. You just don't hear back. But I'm telling you, you're going to have a better shot than you think. I have so many of these to go through, but I just think the fact that it's Nintendo is so cool. Like my 8-year-old self is very excited by this knowledge of Nintendo products, highly preferred. So what, if you're a Nintendo geek and you also are an SEM geek and you geek out on stuff from my course, you will have a really good shot of gelling with somebody in the interview. Let's see here. Here's another one, remote US only, posted. Now this is kind of mind blowing to me. It was posted a month ago and they haven't even had 25 applicants. So let's take a look at this. Remote US only, position of digital marketing specialist, primary point of communication for clients, execute SEO. Consistently communicate with clients, you can do that, blah, blah. Here's complete all assigned technical SEO tasks. And again, once you start learning how SEO is done, this is what people learn in my course, generate their experience, and they get SEO opportunities. In fact, that is what Ron is doing in the email I showed you in the beginning. That is what Ron is doing. He's working in SEO. So proven technical SEO experience with A/B and multivariate experiments. That's more of a paid search thing. In-depth knowledge of SEO tools. I think it's possible that this is actually a really cool opportunity, this one, because I think it's possible that people have been intimidated by the sheer number of seeming requirements here. Don't be intimidated by that, guys. This is where you would show up with your enthusiasm, with the sample projects that I show you how to do, with your resume change, with your experience that you generated, and impress the heck out of these guys. And especially when the company's been posted a month ago, be among the first 25 applicants, I would go for it. This one was really interesting because it's in Wilsonville, Oregon. It's like, where is that? That is not a big city. But what I looked up was this is actually a company that is an essential company. I think I looked it up, or a pack. And there are so many companies that have been shut down because of this thing, but there are others that have not. And those are the ones you want to focus on. Don't focus on all the negative stuff. Focus on that you're essential, we're open. See, that's very interesting. So these guys, and this thing, it's like it's a building products company. So they don't really know anything about digital marketing. uh, I tell you this from my own experience is that when you interview for an in-house position, not an agency, you really do have an opportunity to impress the people, and don't be a jerk about it. In fact, they said right here, high performance but humble, no jerks. That is just a winning formula in any job. If you show up, you're psyched, you're a nerd, you love digital marketing, you think you can help them get more leads and sales. You show up for, working with the e-commerce team. Now, this is an interesting one because when you work in-house at a company, you might be asked to do a little bit more random stuff. Like when I worked at the rehab center, I actually did help them with video stuff because I have a video background. But this is an interesting one. So develop scripts for radio, video, on hold messages. Now that's one of those little things where I'm like, I don't really teach that. But when you get the knack for marketing and copywriting, you can do this type of stuff. But the major thing here is developing and maintain online brand presence, reputation, and digital content. But again, I don't think they've had, this is the other thing that's funny is these guys are in Wilsonville, Oregon. They have 86 applicants. I guarantee you nobody knows digital marketing I don't know. Let me see. I'm speaking off the top of my head. I've never heard of this place, but I gotta think that a place in the middle of Oregon is not a hotbed of talent. So this would be something where, this is again just an example of the types of opportunities that are out there. This one, digital marketing coordinator for Fort Worth, Texas. And again, some of these listings will say local candidates only. Some of them will be remote because of the situation that's happening. Ideal candidate will have 2 years experience with paid search, experience keyword search, marketing strategy, skilled in Google Analytics, Tag Manager, AdWords, blah, blah, blah. And again, as I've said a million times, bachelor's degree is not necessary ever, like ever. Okay, maybe once, one out of 100 agencies. If you have the experience, you can help them make more money. They're not going to care if you studied Shakespeare. But this is another great opportunity in Fort Worth, Texas. So again, I wanted to give you a sense of the scope, the fact there are jobs all over the country. And somebody asked me in a YouTube comment about like, well, how is someone gonna hire you if they're shut down because of the pandemic? Well, some of these opportunities do say local candidates, which means that maybe even if you are going to be working remotely, they do eventually want to meet you in person. So again, don't focus on the negative. These businesses are still conducting business. And as you can see, some of them are doing it remotely and some of them want a local candidate. Here's one in Plantation, Florida. Let's see. Discuss and manage client campaigns, paid search, Facebook ads, onboard and assist, communication, have a college degree or equivalent experience in online marketing, demonstrable experience leading and managing SEO. And once again, Google Ads certification, a plus, just like that truck license. Oh yeah, you should have demonstrable experience in SEM, and it would be really nice if you had a certification, which is something everyone who has experience in online marketing. But this is the great thing in my course. You learn how to get your Google Ads certification, and it's very, very impressive. Once again, I do think in Plantation, Florida, when you see this many applicants, don't be intimidated. Say, I am going to show up and stand out from every single one of these applicants. Let's see here. Creative Circle. I love this also when you find a temp agency. That means that you're not applying directly to the company. This is Creative Circle is a company that will be your agent and find jobs for you. So you register with the Creative Circle in New Hampshire, let's say, and if you don't get this job, they will keep you in their database and try to get you hired for other similar jobs once they see that you are experienced. To me, this job, I don't really love this job because it looks like it's a content calendar, like social media posting kind of job. I don't think those are not the best paying jobs. But again, you can always, whether it's getting your foot in the door with the agency so that they can, open you up for other applications. That is definitely an opportunity. There's definitely something to look at. I just saw this. I'm just opening it right now because I just saw it there. This one in Boston. Iron Mountain. This is a big digital security company. Paid search, lead generation, bachelor's degree. And even, again, guys, even if it says 5+ years experience, don't be intimidated. You know, generating leads, something I teach in the course. I just had a student write to me, and he just was telling me how he made just a few changes to his client's account and website, and they're getting better results. That's all it takes. Just show that you can produce results. It's not that complicated. It definitely requires that you learn a new skill, but it's not like something you have to spend 5 years in school for. So here's another one. SEO specialist at PlayStation, Nintendo, PlayStation. What? Of course, these companies are doing great during a pandemic. People are staying home playing video games, right? You'll be responsible for handling content SEO, audit, and optimize PlayStation.com. I love it. Once again, it says 3+ years, but I wouldn't worry about it. Once again, these guys are getting 100 applicants. Never be intimidated by that. Always know that you can stand out. And I would just love the opportunity. I think it's cool just to apply. If you're a fan of PlayStation or Sony, that would be so cool to actually have the chance to optimize their website. It's a little cooler than like a janitorial website, right? Let's see here. This one was just posted. Crawford Thomas Recruiting. It's another recruiting company. Why did I think this? Oh, digital marketing right here. Social media, online commerce. You know what? I think I misread this one. This one is one that's a little social media platforms. No, you don't want this one. I'm going to take this one off. But that's really cool, is that you can pick and choose what you're going to apply for. Rapidly growing education company. Now, this is another weird one too. This is one where they've combined. A lot of people ask me, do you need to know coding as well as digital marketing? You do not. You do not. This is an anomaly, but I thought it was interesting. Basically, this is more of web development, but it's kind of interesting because it sounds like they want someone who can do both things, and the salary is like really high. But most of my people watching this, most of my students are not developers, but I do like to illustrate this sometimes to say, like, there are so many different things you can do when you have different skill sets. Here is another one that is remote, growth marketing analyst, get shit done, data pipeline diagrams, KPI metrics. This is all a lot of code for basically the fact that, again, you can acquire new customers. Don't apply less experience with Google Analytics and proven experience in segment, mixed panel amplitude, SQL analysis. This is SQL analysis. I can tell you pretty much that these guys are. I really don't think they're getting too many people that have this level of experience. This is also mid-senior level. But once again, guys, I do not be shy about applying for jobs that seem like they're out of your league. I got jobs when I was just starting out that because I applied to a job and they'd say, you're not a fit for this position, but we're looking for someone in this other position. Just don't be shy, guys. You got to put yourself out there. Here's that one. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 2 weeks ago. Strategize on various campaigns via web content, email, blog, social media. And again, don't worry. Working knowledge of SEO, SEM, web analytics. Boom, you got the skills. Don't worry about 3+ years. They've got 90 applicants. The posting is still up there. Not getting too many people in Minneapolis that have this skill set. Search marketing specialist. I love this one because this is in Knoxville, Tennessee. And if you know Tennessee, this is not a big city at all. This is, I guess, Memphis and Knoxville. Honestly, I don't know enough about Tennessee to speak about this, but it's not Nashville, I guess is my point. It's not one of the biggest cities there. So the fact that there are agencies popping up in Knoxville is pretty cool. Develop strategic digital marketing plans, build and launch PPC marketing campaigns, boom, boom, boom. Generating strategic keyword lists, boom, boom, boom. This is exactly what you are learning and doing and generating your own experience. Well-versed in search engine marketing. I love this. Well-versed. What does that exactly mean? I think it means what I teach you, which is you can show people you know what the heck you're talking about. strong analytical and problem solving skills, experience with WordPress, blah, 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 solid understanding of, and then they also want, like I explained in the course, they do, even though it says they want someone who's doing paid search, they also want someone who understands SEO. And this is where the formula in the course comes into play, where you learn SEO and PPC, you're probably going to get a job that focuses on one. But if you know both, you're just that much more impressive. Out of the last couple we've looked at, this one is the best. And again, in this current situation, even if you don't live in Tennessee, I would still reach out to these guys because I don't think they're going to find too many people in Knoxville, and I'm sure you can work out some kind of remote agreement. Here's one in Costa Mesa. Plan, develop, and execute strategy for email, social media, website marketing database, blah, blah, blah. And this, I love this. Now here, 1 to 3 years of digital marketing experience. Now, once again, guys, when you see 1 to 3 years, that is, it tells you a lot about the job posting. The difference between 1 year of experience and 3 years experience is huge. It's almost like, have you ever been in a 1 year relationship or a 3 year relationship? They're very different experiences. So in the fact, when you see somebody saying 1 to 3 years experience, that means they're just hoping that they will find someone with some experience. Because it's almost like they're saying, well, we'd really like someone with 3 years experience, but if you just have a year, that's okay. And also if you just have 6 months, that's okay too. And once again, 150 applicants posted 2 weeks ago. I can pretty much guarantee that people are not showing up and effectively communicating the fact that they understand how to do this. And once again, I've had students get job postings that say 3 to 5 years experience. So I would definitely go after this one. And now that is the message. That is the message from my student who is making the profit a day. So let me see where I'm at here because I said to myself, 20 minutes. Okay. I wasn't going to go for a full 30. But the point is, guys, that these opportunities continue to exist. There are fewer jobs than there were. That is true. Absolutely. But when you see that there's 26,000 job openings, and when you go on, this is something that annoys me. I will take you into my LinkedIn. When you go on LinkedIn and you see an article that says, here's who's hiring right now. And I'm actually going to do a video about this because it annoys me so much. My news feed didn't work. Go to my feed. I'm going to pause this. Okay, had a little internet issue. Look at this article on who's hiring. Instacart, Amazon, fulfillment centers, CVS, Walmart, Dollar General, FedEx. I mean, look, this is where the mainstream people are looking. Everyone's saying, looking for basically retail and physical labor type jobs. You don't see anything in here about like these types of skilled jobs that's in there. You don't see something that says there are 26,000 open positions in the United States and 83,000 positions worldwide in digital marketing. It's not going to be on NBC, Fox News, CNN, any of those mainstream outlets. People still do not know about these opportunities. So I hope this has been informative, maybe inspiring. Please, as usual, leave questions, comments below this video, and I will see you guys soon. Remember, things are good. Things can be very, very good if you look in the right places. I guess I didn't want to sign off yet till I leave you with that. There's so much negativity out there. I totally understand it. But at a certain point, you have to, if you want to have good things happen, you have to start to focus on something productive, guys. And I am still very inspired by all the opportunities left here. And I hope, I'm always excited when I get new students, and I love helping you guys, achieve results and change your lives. And that is why I make these videos. So anyway, hope that was helpful, and I will see you.